This old house once knew his children.
Okay, now that we have the purse completed, well, half done, because, yeah, I mean, there's two things missing. It's the cord that ties it up and the handle. As I said before, this is the miniature size purse. So the next step is to make the cord that you put through these holes, which will be like this. Just one long cord that you put in them holes there. Now, if you are going to make a cord for the really big purse, I would advise you, I can't tell you how many rows to knit, but I can tell you the measurements, and what you're going to need is a measuring tape like this. Now, if you're going to make the cord for the big purse that I showed you a while ago in the first clip, you're going to try to make this cord at least 40 inches long. It's got to be really long so it'll tie good and stuff. But if you're making the miniature size purse like this, it will have to be at least 20 inches long, which is not very long, but long enough for the small purse. So 20 inches for the small purse and 40 inches for the big purse when you go to make the cord. Now, I'll admit this would be a whole lot easier to do if you had double pointed needles of the same size that you got here. These size 8s. But I don't got double pointed needles in this size. But I will, however, show you how I make them with this size. If you got double pointed needles size 8, then use them because making the cord would be a lot easier with them. But if not, then just follow what I'm about to do. Okay, to make the cord, you're going to cast on 3 stitches. So this will be 1, 2, and I don't need that long of a cord, so let me start over. I don't need that. You don't really need that long of a tail for the cord. 1, 2, and 3. Now, you got 3 stitches cast on, and what you're going to do is you're going to knit those 3 stitches. Now, you can make the cord as long as you want. It don't really matter because, I mean, I'm just basically telling you the size that I would advise you to. But if you want the cord to be like 50 inches or whatever, just whatever size that fits you for the cord. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to knit these 3 stitches that you just cast on. Two and 3. There. Now, instead of turning around and then knitting on this side, you're not going to knit or purl or do any of that. What you're going to do is you're going to take your other needle and you're going to take each stitch and pass it along this needle without knitting or purling whatsoever. Just pass them onto that needle, turn it around, and then you're going to knit again. And that's how you make a cord. That's why I said that it would be a lot easier with the double pointed needles. Because with those, basically all you have to do is knit and then slide. Like pretend this is a double pointed needle. Because with those, all you have to do is knit, then slide it down to the other end, you know, and then turn it around, and then, you know, knit. But like I said, I ain't got double pointed needles in size 8. So it don't really matter. And now that I've done that again, all you got to do to make the cord is, like I said, just pass the stitches onto the needle. 2 and 3. And then just flip it over and knit again. And that's all it is. It's just knitting, passing the stitches onto the other needle, knitting, passing, that's all it is. And you're going to create this really nice long cord. And I'm sorry if my needles keep banging against the camera, I can't help it. Okay, now I'm going to pass my stitches. And then I'm going to turn the work around again. And then I'm going to knit. And that's all it is to it to make the cord. And as I said before, if you've got double pointed needles in size 8, then get them out and use them to make the cord. And as you can tell, the cord's already forming. And you could probably see it a lot better if you're making this along with me. But that's basically all this is just knitting and passing stitches. So like I said, you just insert your needle as if you were going to purl and just pass them on there. That's all it is. And then you knit. And that's all it is to it. And like I said, you will start seeing the cord form. And if you are making the, like I said, if you're making the big purse, you'll want the cord to be at least about 40 inches long. But if you're making the small purse, make it at least a good 20 inches long. And see, that's what I'm doing, is making the small purse. Not only from just because it's for my daughter, but I'm making the small purse because I'm trying to do this in a quick speed, so that way you all will know what to do. Plus, like I said, if you want to make the big purse, everything I'm doing here is the same with the big purse, only just more stitches, more inches, and all that other stuff I mentioned. Now, as you can see, this little cord is forming. And once you get done with the cord, you're going to take this and put it in those holes you created on the purse itself. And it's going to create this really nice looking tie, so that way you can tie up the purse. Now, I might go ahead and make the cord and then get back to you. But like I said, all you do is knit and insert your needle as if to purl and just pass it along the other needle. Don't knit, purl, or any of that. Just pass it on to the other needle. Then you turn it around. And then you grab your needle and you just knit again. And that's how you make a real long cord. And like I said, I don't know how many rows you're supposed to do. I just know the size of the cord. And like I said, for the small purse you want 20 inches. Big purse you'll want at least 40 inches. 40 inches or higher. Depends on how long you want your cord to be on your purse. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up my cord here and then place it onto my purse here, and then the next step will be to make the handle. And then after we make the handle, your purse will be complete. So as I said before, if you're using the plain needles like I got here, you just knit, pass the stitches onto the other needle, and then knit, and then pass them onto the other needle. It just goes with passing and knitting. But if you're using the double pointed needles in size 8, then that is so easy, because all you'd have to do is knit, slide, then knit, and then slide to create the cord. So that's all there is to it, and I will be back with you when I have completed my cord, and I will show you how to place it onto the purse, and then I will show you how to make a nice little handle and how to sew it onto the purse.
This old house once knew its children.